Hello, everyone, and welcome again to the Borderline Hooligans podcast. With me today is Brennan,
Ahoy, ahoy.
Brady,
Present.
Aaron.
Ah.
I did it in weird order this time.
Ooh.
Oh, and I'm Alex, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you, Alex.
That was what I was going to say when you did it in a weird order, is I never know who you're going to say next. So, I never know to be, ready.
Well,
There's fucking three people.
I understand.
no, but normally the order I do it is Brennan, Aaron, Brady. Brennan, Aaron, Brady. Brennan, Aaron,
Or,
Brady.
when I do it, I just start with whoever is closest to me on one side or the other and go around. Or, but I never know who's going to start with what side or,
Pretty sure I introduced myself first one time.
Yes, you did.
I said, fuck you guys.
I'm the most important role of this entire story. You.
Not to change the subject, but Alex, is your beer skunky?
Okay, the bottom shelf fluff is. I should have told him to grab yours from the top. I'll
Shit.
drink it. I'll drink it.
That's okay, I can finish it. I'm a man.
Okay.
I'm a man.
Mama
No,
didn't
that's
raise
why I
no
said to
bitch.
grab the bottom
Let's give
shelf.
Brady a skunky Budweiser.
Here we go.
Jeez,
He's
Have
tried
I
a
tried
Budweiser
regular
already.
Budweiser
He hasn't tried a
once?
Miller Lite,
Yeah, but he
though,
hasn't
has he?
tried a
has not
skunky
tried a Miller Lite, no.
Budweiser.
I guess this time you're trying a Miller Lite, Brady.
Oh, is this how we're doing it? Okay.
Some daddy's
Who's
Miller
going to
Lite.
finish the Miller Lite?
I will.
Obviously.
That'll work.
Who the fuck else here drinks Miller Lite? It's just
And-
me.
Well, I'll drink it, but
I didn't know
won't
if you were
enjoy
willing
it.
to drink after me. I didn't.
Brady, you're the only germaphobe here.
Yeah.
Brady, you
I
sure
mean-
do? You want to try this? It's like that love candy from SpongeBob. It tastes like shit.
I'd like to point out the fact
Ew,
that
glove flavored.
I did this weekend drink after Brennan just to try a Michelob Ultra.
How was that?
Not a fan. The flavor stays forever.
The alcohol taste?
Yes.
Well, wasn't your Michelob Ultra also mixed in with your Budweiser? Or
No,
no,
it was straight out of
It's
the can.
not.
Oh, okay. I
It
didn't
wasn't
know if
in. It wasn't in his cup. It was in the
Okay.
can yet. He didn't mix his in his.
Did you run out of Budweiser? How did
They ran out of.
they ran out
Budweiser.
of Budweiser.
So here's
Me
the
and-
story.
Well, let's get him to drink first.
Okay, then we'll
And-
talk about the.
Then we'll
whole
talk
raffle.
about
I
the
guess, yeah, that's
raffle
all
that we went to.
together, yeah.
the raffle.
Well, we can't really call it what it's called.
I know.
Brady, how much money would it cost to make you shotgun a beer with me?
We'll get
We-
into that in
we-
a
yeah,
bit.
we'll
We'll
get
talk
into
about. We
this.
talked
Hold
about
on.
this over the weekend.
Oh, God damn it!
Hold on.
I'm upset I didn't fucking go now.
That's okay. That's okay.
The
You may
flavor.
soon be
Okay, the
involved.
Miller Lite. The flavor that is there is really bad, but it goes away faster than a lot of the other beers that taste usually that bad. Like the Michelob Ultra would have still been in my mouth 5 minutes from now. This is gone already.
Do we need to add Michelob Ultra to this list as well?
I'll have to try that one again, on the podcast, just so we a little
I
consistency.
think I'm just
here,
going
but-
to start picking up a fucking tall boy at the gas station before I come in just to have you try it.
Jeez,
Yeah. I was trying to think of something good to give it to
We
him.
couldn't remember all the stuff on my list.
I want to give you a fucking hard soda. Bud Light hard soda. Those are good.
Are they?
I like them.
I never tried one of those.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, it was Twisted Tea was my second one. That's why. I
Oh,
thought.
you were right. Where's this go? Does this go
Right
above,
next to Red
above
Tick.
or below a red tick?
Actually, definitely better than Red Tick.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. Is
I
it better
don't
than the
remember
cold?
Budweiser taste being that high up on my list.
You
I
said
remember-
you
It
said
was.
it didn't taste good, but the flavor went or the aftertaste went away so quick.
Like similar to that. but
Yeah.
yeah, I'd almost probably put it above Summer Shandy yet.
Really?
Summer Shandy,
yeah.
I did not like the taste of. I'm gonna put it right above Summer Shandy, right below Budweiser.
All right, but you're typing it in.
Not a good idea.
Well,
Also can't.
we're gonna
reach it.
talk about you, so you need to be quiet.
All right.
Yeah, give me your fucking microphone this time.
And while we're on the topic of beer, we'll lead off our raffle conversation with that. So, Alex, Brady, and I attended a raffle over the weekend, and towards the very end of the evening, I was many beverages in.
Me and you both, and both you and Brady's dads were many
yes.
beverages
Oh,
in.
yes. And I go up there. I'm going to use up all my tickets. At the very end, I'm buying around for everybody. And I get up there and I order one Budweiser with all that. And the guy says, well, we might be out. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go check. The last one.
You got the last one.
Me
I
and
got
him
the
got the
last
last
one.
ones.
The last
Of all
Budweiser.
people, Brennan would get the last fucking Budweiser.
Yeah.
So
no,
then-
but like it was the last two, wasn't it? Because you came back with one for me.
Or did I go up separately? Because I got the last one.
You might have went up separate.
And so he only gave me one. So anyways, then we had to use up someone else's tickets at the very end.
We had to use up mine, and then your dad still has some tickets left.
So we go to use Alex's. Well, you know what? I'll just see if he was telling the truth or not. Maybe there was one hidden way deep down in there. He can shove his hand down
in there
and stick
and
around.
look.
I told you already that I gave you the last one. Just kind of joking around. I know, but just could you check, please?
We were both standing there begging him for it.
Oh shit! Now I gotta drink Michelob Ultra because I wasn't gonna drink Busch Light. I wasn't gonna drink Cat Piss, Miller Lite. I wasn't gonna drink Bud Light.
What did you drink, Alex? You
I
drank.
got the Bud Light. Remember the joke that I made in the
yeah,
truck
you
on the
did.
way back?
Okay, yep.
So me and Brennan also bought a couple tumblers. He got a Iron City, correct?
That's a great beer.
An Iron
Iron
City tumbler, and I got a Budweiser one. And we were pouring our beers in there. And so at the end of the night, when I got my Bud Light, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get a little Budweiser taste with it. And so I poured it in there. And later on, I was going to say, we were talking about beer or some shit, and I called it a Bud Medium.
A
Bud
Bud
Medium.
Medium.
I actually appreciated that joke quite a bit.
God damn it. What kind of Bud you got there?
The medium one. Bud Medium.
No.
You see that Bud Light's actually rebranding their stuff to the old. It's like,
Like the red cans?
yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
I saw
I did not know
advertisement
that.
on that.
See, this look's been kind of stale. They're going back to the old Budweiser Light look. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I saw that online, so hopefully within the
Cool.
next week or two.
Because
So,
Budweiser went back in time too with theirs.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm kind of glad they're all getting on brand there. That's nice.
so also last Thursday when we were at work, I was asking Brady how much it would cost me for him to get drunk with me. He told me $200. We didn't shake on it.
It didn't necessarily start that way.
No.
We were asking another question.
It was like,
what it would take to do something, and you were like $200. And I think you asked me like, would you get drunk for $200?
no. It was, we were doing recycles for a meat processor around here, and he asked, how much would it take for you to do a shot of just the mixed juice in the bottom of this?
So it's like a bunch of random pops,
That's-
and like could be
Oh,
dip
yeah.
spitters. It
Yeah.
could be,
Yeah.
these bottles are full
And I
of
s-
random things.
So I asked, like, big shot, just a regular shot. And he's like, just a regular shot. I went, $200. Like,
There's
really?
no way.
200.
I'd throw up.
And
Oh, I'd throw up for $200. Fuck yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're paying me to throw up? Fucking
What are you
gag me
trying
with
to
a spoon
say?
right now, and I'll fucking do it.
Yeah. No, I'll do that for $200. But then I asked him how much it would cost for him to get drunk with me. And he sat there and thought about it for like 15 minutes. And he said it'd probably be right around $200. And I wish I would have shook his hand on it. I really wish I would have. Because over the weekend, me and Brennan were talking about this, and we're trying to
Right.
get him to come up with an actual number.
You know how so easy that would be though to get like $200 together. Like just got all of us
Oh, yeah.
together at New Year's, and then
I mean, even if he wanted it to be just us,
Yeah, I
we
hate
would
to
all
tell you,
three
if
pitch
I was
in.
going to get drunk, not everybody gets to be involved in that.
Would we all get him?
Yeah,
involved?
you guys here, yes,
No,
I'm okay with
okay.
that.
So here's the thing, all right? The day that you decide to get drunk, there is going to be nonstop video footage of you
Oh,
the
Jesus.
entire time. We're
Basically,
we're
what you
set up
did to
cam-
us in high school, we're gonna do to you.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
all
didn't
these
do it to like
years.
embarrass.
No.
But like not with our phones. I'm talking like actual like cameras setting up. That way,
Jesus.
that way we don't have to worry about holding it on.
I
you the
rented
entire
a
time.
film crew, okay?
Brady, you're gonna wear this GoPro on top of your hat?
No,
So,
because you don't get drunk and you don't drink, so I guess you don't understand how much getting drunk with your friends means to us, at least. I mean, we do it every other Tuesday. It means
very
that
good
much to us.
experience. Very good experience.
Don't worry, Brady. We get you fucked up in a heartbeat, so you won't have to worry about the alcohol taste staying in your mouth.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll give him I'll go down south and buy some ski and get some Crown Apple, and we'll be set.
No. We're doing it the me and Alex way. When you're
Oh
fucking
God.
15 years old and you got a bottle of Dickel.
I don't know if he wants
Jesus.
to drink Dickel. I actually have a bottle though.
Do you fucking really? I hate that shit. I can't stand it anymore.
No,
That was
it's
awful.
disgusting.
What is Dickle exactly?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
it
Have
is-
we ever told you about me and Alex's experiences with
I think
it?
I
I've heard
believe
of-
so, but
Okay.
like, what is it?
It is basically it's a Tennessee hard whiskey, just like Jack Daniels, but it's not like widespread out. It's only
Oh.
sold in Tennessee.
How the hell did you find it?
I was on a work trip in Tennessee.
Oh,
No, they have it here in Ohio.
Did they? I've
Oh.
never seen it.
Hmm.
At least I know when I was introduced to it because my family, at one point when my grandma was real sick before she died, all of my dad's brothers and sisters and their spouses and my grandma and grandpa went for a trip in Gatlinburg.
Mhm.
And one of my uncles didn't want to drink authentic Tennessee whiskey. None of that Jack Daniels shit. That's just mainstream, is what he said.
It was a hipster.
Yeah, kind
And-
of.
it is
Just
though.
like Alex.
It is very mainstream. He wanted to try something different. Basically, that was Tennessee whiskey.
Mhm.
And so they got a bottle of Dickel. And at Christmas, we do a white elephant. And Dickel got into it.
Mm.
And there was 3 years in a row that one of my uncles, not the same one, basically had it. But you know, white elephant, you steal it 3 times, it's out.
Yep.
I stole it from him 3 years in a
Oh.
row. So that's why me and Aaron have a thing with Dickel in the wintertime.
I kept fucking wondering. I'm like, why the fuck? Like, we're freezing our balls off wherever the hell we are because we're not drinking inside any house.
No.
And it was, for some fucking reason, it was always Dickel. And I never asked why Dickel. But now I fucking know.
Oh, actually,
I was like,
That is
Alex, why do you continuously keep getting the shittiest fucking whiskey that you can find?
oh, it
It's like,
can't be
get it
that
for
bad,
free.
can it?
That's why my
We'll
mom
have
and
to
dad paid for my
possibly-
gift for the
if you
white
have some of
elephant.
that, we'll
What?
have to try some of that.
It
Next
can't be
podcast
that
if you
bad,
have some
can
of
it?
Because me and Brennan both have not tried it.
Hold on, give me a minute.
I didn't say you'd do it now, but whatever.
I mean, Brennan, do you want to try?
I do actually.
Okay, so I guess we're all Alex, you might as well join them.
I'm not taking a full shot.
I'm
Hate
gonna
to-
sip it. I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
yeah, I could just put it in the shot glass
Yeah.
and take a
That'll work.
Like a sipper.
I'm just here to taste things.
Well, here, so don't get fined.
I can just fucking see you, like putting your mouth up to that shot glass and just dipping your tongue into it.
I'm not. I hate the people that are like, here, try this, and they just get it near their mouth. I'm like, nope, don't like it. I like to give it a fair shot.
As you should, you know.
Doesn't matter what it is, food, drink. You got to give it a fair shot.
I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be the bottom of your fucking list.
I also hate the fact that
I think it almost needs a new category because it's liquor and not beer. Like most of these have been beer.
most.
I think the liquor ones need their
Their own
separate
category.
category.
But I always give them like
Ooh,
a fair shot,
look at that!
and people are always like, come on, you need to drink more of that.
It's got
to-
some nice color
to get
to
the
it.
flavor.
If you want another
Looks
one that's
fancy.
not so mainstream, it's a more recent brand. It's called Uncle Nearest. So like Uncle Nearest, he was an old black guy. He actually showed Jack Daniels how to make whiskey
Okay,
back in like the 1860s or whatever.
sorry.
And-
Also, I want to point out real quick, this is their 12 year. We always drank the 8 year.
So is this stuff better?
I don't know.
It's
What is
aged
the-
for 12 years.
Yeah, it's aged for 12 years. The stuff that Aaron and I normally drank was 8 years.
Okay.
So it might be better, but I highly
I
doubt
think
it.
I only saw the 8-year.
It depends on what
the place I was
kind
at.
of what kind of barrel they're aging it in, you know.
I think it's the same like oak
I better
barrel
be,
like everything
I better
else.
be able to taste the fucking barrel. Damn it!
You want to get a splinter on your tongue? Is that what I
Yep.
hear?
I want.
I'm gonna make you lick the bottom of that barrel.
I expected it to taste like that really nice campfire smell.
Oh,
the burning
never
wood smell.
mind. It's not 12 year. It's their number 12 recipe.
Oh,
So it's different.
It's just a different recipe.
so what kind of notes can we expect to get out of this? Actually,
I-
don't tell me.
I
wanna
don't
get it
even know.
myself.
I've never had this one.
He's never
I've
had
had
this
the
one.
8
We've
and
had
the
the
8 is
shittier one.
terrible.
It
I'm
normally
gonna
says-
guess we've had the shittier one.
It
Just
normally
throwing
says on the bottle. that's what I
Just
was
throwing
asking.
it out there.
My family is known to be cheap when it comes to trying new whiskey and shit.
I mean, my
so-
father doesn't even drink liquor, so I literally have no reference.
well, my
All I know
dad.
is that Captain and Coke get me pretty fucked up.
My dad used to. He doesn't anymore. For
When
good
your dad
reason.
gets drunk, he'll drink whatever.
Well, that's the thing. Not whiskey. He used to be very bad with whiskey.
I love how it's
Look at
making that
blow.
noise and it hasn't even like come out yet. I don't even know how to describe that smell.
To burn your nose.
No, it just
Smells like Jack
it
Daniels.
smells like something.
Smells like Jack Daniels.
Does
I've never
it?
smelled Jack Daniels. It actually kind of smells like a cleaner.
Well,
That's
yeah,
whiskey.
Yeah,
That's
that's kind
alcohol
of like
for
what
you.
whiskey is.
Did you get the burn in your throat?
Oh, I can understand what the burn
You might
means.
wanna-
Yep, there you go. Feel the burn. Live testing whiskey.
Definitely bottom of the list.
We are reaching. That's what I
100%.
said. We need new
A new
Oh.
category.
category.
Like hard liquor, and then he is struggling. He does not
It's
like
not the burn.
this.
Here, you want to wash that?
It's
down
not
with
the
some
burn
glove-
anymore.
You want to wash that down with some glove flavored
No.
beer?
It's not
He
the
has
Cat
water.
piss, maybe.
it's not the
Cat
burn
piss.
anymore. It's just a terrible taste.
Told you it's bad.
I also know what the warm feeling you mean by is now too.
Yeah.
A warm feeling is weird.
Brandon had to get a sniff of something.
We gotta
else before
chillax
he
for
went
a
back
second.
in.
Hold on a second.
That's how you reset.
We
your
need to
palate.
not
Yeah.
gloss over the
So-
fact that was the first time I ever felt the burn and felt the warmness on the inside. Those
Yes,
are like,
because
I
that was-
never understood what those meant.
Yes, but
Not a fan.
you've
Not a
never
fan.
also that was your first time having straight whiskey.
I like it.
You like it?
I
That is-
disagree.
That is pretty similar to Maker's Mark.
Is it?
I compare that to Maker's Mark. That's pretty good.
I
like
guess
that.
it's a different recipe. I'm gonna.
Actually, it might be better than Maker's Mark. Who knows?
It tasted similar to something I've smelled
have the
something
bite.
before. Like I don't know.
You might as well pour me a shot
Right.
or whatever you're pouring.
That is
yourself.
very good. That is very good.
Oh, you go first.
Oh, okay.
Guess get the best.
Sorry, I like whiskey.
I remember me
Brady.
and Brennan used to say that all the time.
It smells like Jack.
Yeah, it smells just like Jack.
Just like Jack.
Is that better than what you remember?
Considering it tastes like Jack.
Actually, tastes like Jack.
That's what I think.
We'll have to try this number 8 stuff then.
I don't know if I can find it because when I got the number 12, I was looking for the number 8 just to.
Yeah.
I was gonna give it straight to my uncle just to piss him off because I stole
Mhm.
it from him for 3 years.
Was not a fan of that. I know what the burn means now though. Definitely.
I hate when I take a shot that I do that.
It's good. I like it.
Not
like it a
bad.
lot.
It's not near as bad as what I remember it being.
Oh, I burped and I tasted it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watch
It's not fair.
I love the warm feeling it gives.
You get a tingly
Oh,
That
feeling.
warm
yeah.
feeling sat there a little bit.
I love it.
I love that.
That I did not hate.
Whenever, like,
The warm feeling was not bad.
okay, you good over there?
Struggling over here. I hit the back of my throat with the beer,
You
and
should
then the
be used
whiskey
to
just
that.
kicked.
You should be used to having stuff hit the back of your throat.
Only on, I guess it is Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Tuesdays,
Here we are.
everybody.
Oh no.
You would know how that sounds like.
I would. I watch a lot of porn.
Oh no.
Nothing.
He's a single man that lives by himself. What do you expect?
He's got all the time in the
He's got a
world.
fucking waifu pillow in there. I mean, come on.
Oh damn it, he does. That's right.
I put
Every
hot soup in
time.
it yesterday.
You put what?
I didn't hear what he said either.
I put hot soup in it yesterday.
Jesus. But every time
I thought
someone
you were gonna
makes,
tell me like you're gonna put fucking baked beans into a plastic bag and cut a hole in her.
That's basically what I was meaning. The big mouth thing.
but every
Yeah.
time somebody makes like fake sex noises, it instantly reminds me of that old Vine with the lady stirring the mac and cheese. Their son comes up. That's what good pussy sounds like.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
Such a classic.
You know what's funny? I think of that every single time I make mac and cheese.
Damn it.
I don't do
I'd
it
be like,
every
oh, that's the
time.
good shit.
I don't do it every time, but I'll do it every once in a while. I'm making mac and cheese, and I'll be like, "Yeah, that's funny."
Do you ever go out of your way and like try to make like sex noises like you smack ham or something? Like you
No,
just
I
go,
have not.
You never do that?
No.
I love doing that. Especially whenever my mom or someone's in the other room and she's like, what the hell's going on in there? I'm like, worry about your own business, mother.
No, I've definitely never purposely tried to make sex noises.
I know something I can do right now that'll piss you all off.
Please don't.
Okay.
Anyways, before we get
That
too
but
far
higher
down the
tone.
rabbit hole and away from the raffle, Brady, would you like to?
Oh fuck! I completely forgot we were talking about this rascal.
Yeah.
Would you like to
The
share the
whiskey came
ventures
up.
of your family this weekend?
So I don't know. I probably talked about it a little bit,
Hmm.
but my dad is he
Can I
likes he wins things. It's
Yeah,
just what
can
it
I
is.
say something before you continue?
You both
Yeah,
win
go ahead.
things.
So, at this raffle, they had like side gun raffles too that you could buy on the spot. I was one number off. I had 5807. The winning number was 5808. Guess who won, Brady?
Maybe my dad. Yeah, Alex was so pissed because my dad hadn't checked his numbers yet, and Alex is like, "I was one number off. Like that sucks." And then my dad goes over and checks his numbers, and he's like, "Yep, got it."
Like
didn't
he
get
wasn't even.
excited
He didn't
anymore.
even sound excited. He was like, "Yep, got
Your
it."
dad's won so much shit.
He's
that
just
he
so
doesn't-
used to
like,
it.
He loses the excitement in it.
21 guns. He's got the Green Day song now
Wow.
21 is the number that he's won.
of guns. Yes, his may not kept them all.
Right.
Some have been
but he's
traded
won
in
them.
for other things, but yes,
That's fucking crazy.
he hasn't even picked up number 20 yet. Number 20 is still hasn't picked that one up yet.
Is it en route or is it there?
He's got to go to. I guess I probably could say Cabela's. They're a
Yeah.
chain.
Okay.
He's got to go
yeah.
to Cabela's and pick it up.
Okay.
He just hasn't done. When did he win that?
2 weeks before the raffle. Or, can't say that. You gotta
I'll believe
censor
that.
2 weeks before the raffle.
Oh, so he just won it then.
Yeah.
Was this different?
Yeah.
raffle? Okay. What I thought.
Another bigger
Well-
one, different state. I can't remember what state it's in, but
Your dad gets in a lot of raffles,
yeah, he
so
does.
he gets in a lot.
He's always said for years that he may win a lot of guns and like it looks good for like people look at him and go, "Yeah, you're the winner," but like
All the money he spent on
he is
getting into
he is
raffles.
paid for every one of the guns.
Yeah.
Of course he has.
Well, recently, I will admit he's probably ahead. I would say
on his winnings.
yeah, I would say he's one more value worth than what he's paid.
Okay. Just give us a rough estimate. How much money do you think he saved over the past 5 years
Instead of spending it,
instead of spending?
ooh, I don't know. Because this year
that's
is,
really tough to estimate.
this year is tied with his best year ever for gun winnings. He's got 4 of them this year.
It's fucking insane.
You've got that beat though.
Yeah, you've won 10 guns this year.
In one fucking raffle, though.
Still,
Yeah.
he won
Still
10
a
guns
number.
this year.
Actually, it was not this year. It was last year, but it was 11.
And also he won at this raffle last year.
Yeah, it was 11 and then $1,000 cash.
Plus the safe.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
you're telling me that you won $1,000 cash and you can't go out and buy a new fucking phone?
He's trying to.
Planning on it,
I'm getting
so.
on it. I'm getting on him.
I'm
he just
planning
needs
on
to
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Basically, it's
I think
locked
I
and
gotta
loaded.
pick out
and
which
you
one
just
I
got to
want,
pull the
so.
trigger.
I feel like the more I make fun of him for doing it, the more he might actually do it.
I've already decided
That's
to do
false.
it. That's
Yeah,
not like
it's what he's
Okay,
made
Oh,
up
I'm
his
just gonna
mind.
make fun of you until you actually do it then.
Okay. But I want to also point
Oh.
out
Alex
The-
and I
you
tried
talk
that
about-
over the weekend. It didn't work.
money
No.
gained of
We're not going to get into that though.
money gained of
Yeah,
guns
we can talk-
here.
Nah,
would
we'll
know.
talk
The,
about that
uh,
afterwards.
So the gun he won was a 1911. I'm not going to say specific models or anything, but it's a fancier one. Very cool engraved. It says Old Glory on the side. People might be able to pick out what model is from that. But we looked up the value of it, and they're selling for anywhere between $1,300 to $1,400.
Damn.
And that actually is his most expensive 1911 he owns now. Just picked it up the other day. Actually, last year, same raffle, he won an like $1,100 or $1,200 1911.
Oh, so he just upgraded.
Yeah,
Great.
What's
2
your-
years in a row, same raffle, 1911.
How many 1911s does he have?
More than that, I think I counted.
Does
Oh,
he like?
I
Does
think
he
he said
like
4 the
collecting
other
them?
day.
He doesn't do it on purpose; it just kind of happens. But yeah, he likes 1911s. He
Has
Has
he,
he
has he
also-
talked about selling any of them?
Well, also
really,
too,
no.
he said this the other day. Each 1911 has something about it.
yeah, they're
All
all
like fancy.
they're all cool in their own way. Like they all got something different about
So
them.
they are like a collector's item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he won a 1911 for years, and he had a 22 1911 he won. But that wasn't, it's 22. It's not a 45. It's not the real deal.
Mhm.
Won one for years, thought about it, kept getting raffles for him, couldn't win them. Finally went out and bought one at a swap meet. And he didn't have that thing for very long, and he won his first 1911. And then he has won a couple since then. And so now that original one was kind of neat in its own way. And that was his original, that he won't sell that one. and then he won a 9mm 1911. That's pretty cool. It's like $900 one is pretty cool. And then he's got just recently at another raffle this year got a Kimber, which he's always wanted a Kimber. That's like when people think of 1911s, they think
That's
Kimber.
the one they think
Yeah,
of.
they want Kimbers. I don't know. I don't see it, but he likes them. Got one of them. And then last year he won a one that's got it looks like a Call of Duty camo on it.
Really?
And it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice 1911. And then this one, it's all engraved and fancy looking. They've all got something different about them.
I will say, I am excited for the beginning of October because you guys know what I'm
Swap
talking
meet.
about. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always like to call it the swap meet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do plan on buying a handgun while I'm there.
Mosin's on the table for me.
I'll see what's out there.
I want to see if I can find a Glock.
I'm looking at 22s and Mosins. That's it.
I mean, I'm intrigued by what they've all had out there past couple of years in terms of what I've been into. So, yeah,
I don't know.
another one out there.
I gotta find my click with guns yet. I know I like cowboy guns. Like cowboy guns are fucking sick.
Yeah, he got in so many cowboy gun raffles this weekend. Like anything that was like got a lever or with a revolver. Sure.
I think there was only 2 revolvers I didn't get into, and that was because
Did
they
you
were
get
snubs.
into the 350 Legend revolver? Okay, I wanted that one so bad.
My buddy has a 22 revolver.
So do I.
I want to get a 500 Magnum.
I
Holy
disagree.
fuck, we're blowing holes through walls.
Oh yeah.
I
And the
don't.
wall after that, and the wall after that.
Okay, the best way I heard about the description of these 500s, my brother Cam, he's like, the best way to describe that is if your neighbor's getting robbed and you need to shoot him through a fucking freezer. I'm like, that's a pretty good way to put it.
I mean, 500 Magnum is literally a 50 cal.
I know.
I would like
it's a
a-
literal hand cannon. is
I
what's
would-
going
Yes,
on.
I know.
I'd be okay with a 500 Magnum rifle, but I'm not.
Handgun, you're gonna break your fucking
I'm not down.
wrist.
Have you ever seen when most people shoot 500 Magnums, like they instantly, they like do the whole thing
Yeah.
with the wrist, like ow, my
Don't
wrist
care.
hurts.
Don't care.
Dude, I
Big
saw a video
boom.
of this like fucking 15-year-old girl. She didn't even seem phased from it.
Oh, jeez.
It freaked me the fuck out.
I didn't know
I'm
that
not
story was
fucking with
going
her.
because there has been at least one instance I've heard of where somebody has accidentally killed himself with a 500 Magnum.
Well, this is why I plan the first time I shoot it is going to be one.
One.
That is it. There's not going to be
There's
anything
been at
else in
least
there.
one case where
It's
somebody,
literally just a collector's item for you.
because it's
Yeah.
a double
Yeah.
action. There's been at least one case where someone has fired a round. It's had someone's kick that it came back towards their face, and then
Even
their
the
finger
bullet went
accidentally
off.
pulled the trigger again, and
Yeah, there's
There
going
went.
anytime if I get a 500 Magnum, the only time it's going to be a shot is going to be one round in that thing, nothing more.
you might convince me to try shooting it. Maybe.
I probably would.
I'm not a big pistol guy. I will shoot big rifles. I don't care.
I want to get a Barrett too. I think they'll be fucking sick.
I was looking the other day, and you could pick up a single shot bolt action 1911 or not 1911, 50 cal, like $2 or $3 grand if you wanted to,
I'm not.
which is less than what I was expecting. Usually you're
All right,
talking $5
That's
grand
it.
or more.
I'm selling my house. I'm moving back in with my parents.
Different kinds of investment.
You know how much? You know how many guns you could buy with the money from your house?
Well, I got to pay it back. I think I still owe about like either 3/4 or 75 to 80% of my house yet.
I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
just moved in like last year.
Yeah, I have a lot to pay for yet. So I'd basically get back what I put down.
Still think about how many guns you could buy with that.
Okay, just so you know, if I move out, this podcast probably dies.
You couldn't do this at your house, your old house.
We could get your parents on the podcast.
Oh
You want-
yeah.
You want my dad to come
Your
down?
dad will
and-
just talk about Alaska and how the
Hell
fucking sun never
yes.
goes down, dude.
Well, we did just order a 5th mic.
There you go. One for
You
your
want to
dad.
have my dad on the podcast?
Yeah. Fucking A. And the best part is we can't call him by first name, so everybody will just call him Dad.
Well, we can get his permission.
No, if he's on the
No,
podcast.
I think it's funnier if it's Dad.
Yeah. Oh,
You know, this new thing that's been going on, my parents, knowing about the podcast now. My mom is so intrigued to like know what the name is so she can listen to it. And I'm like, it's going to be stupid. You're not going to enjoy it. It's just going to be embarrassing for me. No. And then dad does not give two fucks. Like he's completely okay with me
Oh.
going to do it. He's like, "Yep, sounds cool," but he has no desire to listen to it, and I like
No,
that.
I was actually talking to him about it at the raffle, and he's like, "Yep, not for me."
He,
It's like doesn't care.
I mean,
my mom
like,
was
that's
trying.
just him though.
yeah,
She was trying to convince me to tell her what the name of it was the day before I left, and Dad was just like, "What does it matter?" Like, Dad's completely supportive of it, but he has no desire to really care to listen to it.
I told my mom the name,
yeah.
and I don't know if she's listened to any of them yet, but she is in for one hell of a surprise for the stories I fucking tell.
I think she's in for prize for all the stories we tell.
Whoa! What's that? Alex smokes weed?
Well,
Good thing I already
That's not
told
even
my
the thing
parents
I'm
that.
worried about. I'm more worried about the stories that I've told that I'm incriminating myself.
Burning up mailboxes.
I mean, yeah. My mom would be the only one to be worried about. Dad would listen to it and he wouldn't care because he's done stupider things, you know?
You know who gave me the idea of burning up mailboxes? My dad's twin brother.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
Oh.
Yeah, the only thing my dad would probably care a little about is like he's weirdly worried about like people knowing what guns he has. Like nobody cares.
All the government already knows,
As
so
I say, if they want to find it out, they'll find it out.
yeah.
Yep.
Talk about embarrassing stories. Anybody have one that they could think of off the top of their head that they're willing to share?
Embarrassing about themselves, or
Yeah.
just
I don't know.
All right, fuck it.
Oh,
I was
jeez.
debating on telling this on the podcast or not.
No.
Oh no.
But okay, so do you guys remember whenever I went back to go listen to Hardy that second time? Whenever,
Yeah.
like before putting Bay.
Yes.
So me and Savannah went to Target because she had to pick something up. She wanted to pick up that game I was talking to you guys about,
Oh, okay.
and so we
Ooh.
went into Target to look for it. And I shit you not, I took 20 steps into Target, got a fart, I shit myself. And here's the thing, like.
jeez,
Okay, but like, so I literally, okay, so I didn't have to shit. I didn't have that feeling at all. And it was liquid ass coming out of
Oh
me.
my god.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I look at her, I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I'm trying my hardest not to hold my ass as I like
Oh, no.
speed walk to the bathroom.
Are we talking diarrhea shit yourself?
Yeah, it was like diarrhea.
All right, boys. You know what this means now?
No, I'm not done.
Hold on a
Oh
second.
God.
So I sit down and I'm like cleaning myself up. I'm like, what the fuck? It went up my back. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Like, this is brutal.
Oh.
I looked down. I'm like, this is just a fucking mess. I'm like, all right. I clean it up when I can. My clothes are out in her car. I text her what's going on and be like, hey, that wasn't just a fart I had. I shit myself. And she's like, what the fuck are you going to do? I'm like, is your car unlocked? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm going to run out there, grab a new pair of underwear. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to change. And I'm going to put new shorts on too. I didn't even fucking think about keeping that pair of underwear. I threw that bitch right in the trash. And like, I went out of the stall and I like peeked around the corner to make sure nobody was in there so they could see me throw away my underwear that I just shit in. I felt so fucking disgusted.
Ooh.
I never
It
had
was
that.
brutal.
I never had that in public. I've only ever shit myself
That was
once.
the first time I ever shit myself. Ever.
In your olden years, because I
No,
don't know.
I mean like after like, you know, where it's like fucking weird to shit your pants.
Yeah. Okay.
Um.
So you guys know this means that anytime we go to Target,
Oh, geez.
we can't let Aaron go
I couldn't tell you
inside.
the last time I've been to Target though. That's not really a thing we do
Yeah.
around here.
We don't
No.
normally have them around where we're at.
But the only time I ever shit myself, I remember I was sick, but I didn't have any diarrhea issues. So like I thought it was okay, you know. And I remember I'm sitting down on the couch upstairs, just playing video games or something. And of course, this is like the one odd thing about it. It had to be this way. I was wearing the only white pair of gym shorts I own.
Oh no.
The only white pair that I owned. And I have one of them farts where you're like, oh, it feels a little weird. And you like test it out a little bit. And then you're like, oh no, it's fine. It was not fine. It wasn't even like a quick thing. I let it go for a little bit, thinking, "Yep, this is normal. It still feels normal."
And then at the very end, it just slips right out. See,
No, because I found out the entire time it felt normal. I was just slowly shitting myself. It wasn't right at the end. It was the whole time.
this whole time you're like, oh, this is normal, and then you fucking open your or you look in your picture like, what the fuck happened?
No, I didn't even have to look in. I could see it through. Because they're pure white.
It's like the dog in the burning house. This is fine.
No, but like,
I felt like such an idiot.
because for me, because like I wasn't even like, those farts that you feel like it's a gamble if you fart or not.
Yeah.
It didn't even feel like it was a gamble.
Me either.
I thought it was a no-brainer. This is just a solid fart. No, I fucking full on shit myself.
Yeah, there was nothing quick about this one. It was like slow and slow.
It was just one of those.
Yeah, and it
just would keep coming and coming.
it felt like one of them silent farts, just a regular silent fart.
You're so lucky you have the luxury of being in your own home.
Yeah. If I'd have been in public, I'd been fucked.
Fucked. White shorts.
I'd been so screwed.
It's like a fucking girl getting her period for the first time. She's wearing white pants.
Basically, yes. It was terrible.
Oh my god. Brent, do you have any stories of you shitting yourself?
Thank God, no.
Oh god damn it, you're so fucking
Not
boring.
yet.
Not
there
yet.
you go. There you go.
That's it, Brennan. Shit yourself right now. You won't.
No, I will not.
No balls.
Balls.
I'm telling you right now, all these stories are going on TikTok.
Yeah, we need to start
We've
writing
been
this
These are all
down.
gold.
We haven't laughed this hard on the podcast in a while.
No, we haven't.
This is a great time to plug our socials.
Yeah, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter as BL Hooligans, and on YouTube and Spotify as Borderland Hooligans. And I'm sure if you look up Borderland Hooligans on any platform that you would find us if we're on it.
Yeah, we're starting to get more involved with the TikTok game. Trying to find clips that we can pull from episodes to put on there. And
Yeah.
as Aaron said, those are definitely going on there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
look for that.
Yeah.
So, Alex, have you ever shit yourself?
Multiple times when I've had diarrhea, but I'm never in public.
Never in public. Aaron's the only public one, huh?
Damn, you guys are fucking boring.
At least not that I can think
Mine
of.
had to be wearing white shorts, though. It could have been any other. I only own one pair of white shorts. All the rest of them are black with like colored
okay.
accents.
I can't remember if I shit myself in these shorts exactly or I changed into these shorts. The ones that I'm wearing right now.
I'd be lying if I said I probably didn't, or probably did keep the white
I only kept them.
shorts.
I only kept them because I knew it did not run through my underwear. It only stayed in my underwear.
Oh, mine 100% through the
'Cause
whole.
I
I had to clean the couch afterwards. When I say liquid, I mean liquid.
You know what to say about diarrhea? Genetic. Runs through the genes.
Yeah.
Decent.
I saw that.
I forgot about that joke, and I,
I
did
saw that
not.
one coming a mile
did
away.
not
I'm
see it
like, I'm
coming.
gonna let Alex do his dad joke.
Hey, dad jokes are good.
All right, so do you guys have anything embarrassing that has happened? then, If
Embarrassing?
we're gonna do that.
I'm trying to think of anything.
That
I don't
was
know.
like the most recent thing that I
I
could
guess-
think of.
I'm not gonna say my entire life, but recently it's
I was
really
gonna
hard
say
for me.
my
to get-
ex-girlfriend. That was pretty fucking embarrassing. If you
Yeah.
ask me.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
My first girlfriend, that was pretty embarrassing.
So you just want to list her as that?
No, yeah, just throw him in the column.
No, I don't know. I don't really get embarrassed anymore, and I can't really think of any embarrassing stories.
I'm trying to think of anything else embarrassing happened to me.
Most of the
I mean, can you guys think of anything embarrassing that I've ever done? Because I'm willing to share.
I'm sure you've done it. Just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
was it
thing.
embarrassing for me or for you?
Embarrassing being around you, yeah.
that's the thing. So like, I think with you and I, like the ones that come to my mind, pretty much when I've been drunk, which I think is that's
That's everybody.
socially acceptable.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, the most embarrassing thing was, I guess, for me when I was drunk, finding out later, was the night that New Year's that me and my girlfriend were going through that rough patch right before we broke up,
Mhm.
and I picked up your brother, at the same time.
And another kid. There's three of us on top of you.
Yeah, and they were all big boys.
I don't know if I could say that to be really embarrassing.
But it
though,
was
like-
embarrassing how I acted towards people. Not
Yeah.
that. How rude I was. How
Because it was just not him.
no.
It was fucking weird.
I was being a dick, and I felt really embarrassed the next day because that's not who I am.
I'm trying to think of anything that I can think of any of you guys have done or that I've done that's really like notable embarrassing. I'm sure there's something that'll come to my mind sometime, but
No, I just been contemplating if I should tell you guys that I shit myself the one time.
oh,
but
don't.
I mean,
worry
there you
about
go. It's out
Thank
there.
you for.
I
Telling
tell you
that.
I
guys,
figured it'd be a good laugh.
I tell you guys basically everything that happens in my life. So the only thing I don't tell you is what kind of porn I watch every night.
We can assume.
Yeah.
We got an idea.
It's not. It's not tough,
Well, I can tell you right now,
Mr.
it's not
Waifu
hentai.
Pillow.
I don't have a hentai collection. I'm not Brady.
No, that's Brady. I was gonna say that's Brady.
Brady.
Of course.
Anyways, I want to move on to something here. I told Alex about it when we were at the raffle over the weekend. Brennan's mascot news.
Oh, I remember
Ooh.
this.
A story that came out last week. So one of the things I love about college football is the use of live mascots. So not the fuzzy guy in a suit, whatever.
Fake costume.
You're
Yeah.
talking like legit. Like if it's a dog, it's a dog.
Yeah, like Smokey at Tennessee. You got Ugga at Georgia.
Yeah.
Texas has Bevo. So anyways, South Carolina, one of my favorite mascots, the Gamecocks.
Gamecocks.
Love the Gamecocks. It's just a rooster, basically.
Yes,
We talked
They're-
about that.
Their fake
one
mascot, Cocky,
of course.
As
Love
one
it.
should be.
and they also have a real mascot, which until last week his name was Sir Big Spur, like you know how roosters have spurs.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a dispute. So there used to be an owner, and I'm not sure one way or the other who did what. But the original owners did one thing, and the new owners did another thing. So like the owners, that's the rooster, and then they loan it to the university basically to use on game days. And one of the owners trimmed like the crest or whatever, which I guess doesn't hurt the chicken or whatever.
Would hope not.
It's kind of a thing, like a preference thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like I believe the new owners trimmed the crest. The old owners didn't like that. And they got into a whole battle about this. And what it ended up leading to was they had to change the name of Sir Big Spur
Oh no.
for some reason.
Well, I mean, if he has, I guess it makes sense with the name. If he has the big crest or whatever on his head, he's obviously Sir Big Spur.
Well, the spurs are on his feet.
Yeah, I know, but like it's big on top, so that's where the
Well,
big
that's a
comes
crest,
from.
it's not a spur.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Basically,
That's where my head went.
the legal stuff, like the Big Spur name came from the original owners, and then they didn't approve of the use of that name anymore with the new owners doing this to the bird.
Is it really that big of a deal?
Even though it's
Apparently
probably,
it fucking is.
I mean, it's probably a different bird.
Entirely.
Mhm.
Like, because I know Tennessee is on like Smokey 9 or something like that.
What is Smokey?
He's a dog,
Okay.
a blue tick hound. Actually, I think it's a she right now. Yeah, they're on like the 9th version of Smokey right now, and like Bevo 12. He's the
Bevo 12.
Longhorn at Texas. It's really cool. But anyways, so the school newspaper at South Carolina decided to have a article where they would have a contest to pick the name, the new
Oh my
Oh,
fucking
no.
god.
yeah, the new name.
What do they do?
So they had like 10 names. And they had all the chicken related things. Like they had Pluck Norris,
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
Marco Pollo,
That's good.
Wow. Okay, I like that
a
one.
bunch of other assorted names.
That's a brain thinker right there.
Yeah.
But one stood out above the rest. Over 75% of the vote. Hawk Commander.
Why?
That's what you get when you have
I would
college
vote for
students
that.
fucking vote for that.
Hawk Commander.
Not even Commander Cock, it's Cock
It's
Commander.
Hawk Commander. And well, I was just going to bring that to the table, but then a new wrinkle was added to the story.
Oh no.
So South Carolina just decides to overrule their school newspaper's vote, and they named the chicken the General.
Really?
Like, why?
General Chicken would have been better than that.
The General. Over Cock Commander. The blasphemy.
That's like whenever High Point was going to come out with their new pistol.
The Yeet Cannon.
And yeah, they put a poll online like, hey, internet, name our new pistol. And like they'd left it so that people could make their own name and then people could vote on each name that anybody had made. And of course, they get Yeet Cannon. So it became the Yeet Cannon 9. And then, like, if you wanted to, you could buy it with Yeet Cannon written on the side, or it could be YC9.
I'm pretty sure my brother joked about buying that gun multiple times.
If it wasn't a High Point,
That's the
There was
only
something
thing,
else.
Yeah, that was literally the only reason why he didn't buy it.
I
I'm
probably
pretty
would
sure.
have one, to be honest.
Oh, if it was a fucking Glock, oh, he would have had that shit in a heartbeat.
If it was
Yeah.
an HK, like
Anything but a fucking
Walther.
high point.
anything but a high point.
Yeah.
Yes, and now everyone fan relayed. They're like, yeah, we're not going to call him that. It's Cock
Cock
Commander.
Yeah, you can
Like,
can
Can we
call
put a
him
hashtag
technically.
out there?
Even
Yeah,
their
we can put a
starting
hashtag
quarterback
out there.
was asked about the name of the chicken. He's like, I thought it was Cock Commander. They told him about the general name. I thought it was Cock Commander. So even the
Hashtag
players are calling it Cock Commander.
Hashtag Cock Commander.
I mean, the players probably voted for it too.
Well, yeah,
I'm sure. I mean, they are part of the university.
it was so fun to look at the numbers because they had the official poll numbers. It was like 1, 2%, 3%, 2%, 75% for Cock Commander.
Was there any other good names, really?
No, they all sucked.
Cock
So
Commander's
they were
good.
basically all like chicken related,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I mean, Cock Commander is just so great.
It's really good. A great play on words. It's
I
rolls
love
right
how
off
they
the
don't
tongue.
go. I love how they don't go Commander Cock because that actually sounds like a name, but Cock Commander.
It sounds like you command cocks.
Exactly.
He
Definitely makes it better.
is the king of all cocks. That's what he is.
Exactly.
What do you do? Oh, I command cocks.
And I don't care. I'm gonna still call it
He's the cock commander. Commander.
Cock Commander. It shall be. It's like Sir Big Spur is a great name.
Yeah,
It's-
that's a good
It's a
name.
nice, noble name.
But Cock Commander.
Cock Commander.
Fucking better.
That is the only way that you can replace that sort of noble title
It's
adequately.
fucking 2022. Let the people vote.
Exactly.
Let the vote stand.
I wouldn't doubt that there is an all-out petition out there right now to change it
Probably.
to Cock
Change it.
Commander.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck yeah.
Hey, if there's a petition, I will find it and I will tweet it with hashtag cock commander, hashtag whatever North Carolina,
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Carolina.
I'll at
The same
South Carolina.
No, North Carolina's Tar Heels.
I'm
Completely
just messing
different.
with you.
At South Carolina, and I will put hashtag cock commander, and I will put the petition right there, so that way we can everyone. Even if I had to make the fucking petition,
What is it with us getting involved in mascot petitions?
I don't
We
because
had saved
mascots need
Norm.
to be represented.
Save Norm. We have to bring back
important.
Cock Commander.
Because it was bullshit what they did to Norm, though.
It was
yeah.
bullshit that they did to Norm.
It's the little things.
That
they
pissed
matter.
Me off.
I mean, they start controlling the little things. They're going to eventually control
Yeah.
the big ones.
Give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Exactly.
Stand our ground.
So we're gonna stand our ground with Norm and Cock Commander. I fight on the side of Cock Commander.
Hi, I'm Norm.
Hi, I'm Norm. Actually, Norm would sound different. He's a lumberjack. He would sound gruff.
No, but he was referencing
I'm
her
Norm.
too.
Hey, my name's Norm, eh?
Hey, my name Norm, eh?
I don't even know if you're. I don't even know if you knew you were doing this, but you just referenced Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, I think I did. I think.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz robot. Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Norm.
I forgot about that. But anyways, this is also a great time to plug my own podcast, The
Huh.
Shady Sports Report. By the time this one comes out, the NFL season will be starting later on this week. College football already started. Please tune in. I talk about sports. I know some of our listeners are into that stuff. So please tune in. I greatly appreciate it.
I highly recommend the podcast. It's a good listen.
So
Thank you, Aaron.
did you talk about Cock Commander on your podcast?
I did not because I knew Aaron would be listening to it and I wanted to save it for here.
Okay. So are you going to?
I might. I may or may not. I don't think. I forget who South Carolina plays this weekend, but I probably won't be talking about it because it's not a big game.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine you'd probably be just talking about the top 25, if that, maybe top 15.
It kind of varies. Like I kind of pick and choose which games I like, and then
Obviously, you're going to be talking about Ohio State, Notre Dame. That's a big one.
Right. Once I get later in the season, it's gonna be like the top 25 ones, and games I like especially, that really stand out.
I could have swore I heard fucking footsteps walking down your hallway.
Oh,
I thought it sounded
me.
like just like the cat hit the door.
It could be the cat running. It could be the ghost. And like this
Uh,
place
it,
is
sound,
haunted.
it sounded pretty heavy to be a cat. That's the only reason why I'm confused.
Huh.
It sounded like I was walking down the hallway.
Yeah, I kind of forget that your girlfriend's not here because usually she is.
Yeah,
Usually I'm used to somebody being in the other room.
yeah, but yeah, no. It's
Now there's
just-
all that empty space for ghosts to walk around in.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I am excited for this. Oh wait, we probably haven't talked about it yet.
We can talk about it if you guys want to talk about it.
Can we talk about it?
We can talk
Sure.
about it. We're getting it pretty iron out, so we can talk about it.
So we planned on doing a Halloween live stream, if I'm correct. It'll be around Halloween time.
Yeah.
Not specifically the day. It'll probably be like the weekend before.
It'd probably be the
mean, I
weekend
don't-
before or after. We'll make sure that you guys all know.
We're actually doing it live stream?
Yeah,
or-
live stream.
Okay.
And
we're gonna be
we'll
playing-
record it and we'll put it on YouTube afterwards too.
And we're playing Phasmophobia and the Mortuary Assistant.
That is what's planned, but
Ooh.
we'll see what happens. Because
God
it might
bless
just
him.
be that we just play the mortuary assistant or we
I'd
just
be
play
okay
Phaz.
with that because, dude, I've been having fucking Vietnam flashbacks of that black motherfucker standing in that hallway.
I have not watched
my
anything
gosh.
of it. I'm
That was
saving myself
horrifying, dude.
now.
Like all of last week, I was so paranoid.
Like,
know?
dude, legit, I'd fucking go downstairs and like I'd take a look back at the fucking sump pump and be like, "You back there?"
That was the most active game of that
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what freaked me the fuck out
Because-
because he'd literally be in one hallway and then I went to the back to the surgery room and then like he was in the other hallway. I'm like, what the fuck?
I've never seen that. And then when we were on the computer and the shadow
Like just
demon,
randomly
just
walked up to it.
up,
Yeah.
that one got me too. That was pretty good. I've never seen that one. Every time I still see something new. Of like 14, 15 playthroughs
I don't
now.
know what it is. Like the demons like in that game don't scare me, but like as soon as those bodies start fucking
Yeah,
moving,
that's fucking creepy.
that's what gets me. That's why I need a fucking breather. And then it was probably a bad call to have fucking Trevor play the game. And
when
then,
he
like,
was gone. Like he was gone.
He only
gone.
enjoyed it once he played it though.
yeah, he wasn't enjoying. He wasn't having. Well, he wasn't paying attention.
He was
Yeah.
half asleep and or he was paying attention to my cats. Like he literally passed out and was sleeping right before he played.
Or just
Yeah.
talking about necrophilia. That
Yeah.
works too. It's pretty much.
He
Let me
kept
see your
making sex
butthole.
jokes, yeah,
Yeah, if any of you guys have not played Mortuary Assistant, I recommend
great game.
trying it out.
Or at least watch it.
yeah, it's sweet.
Or save yourself for Halloween and watch us play it.
Works too.
I would recommend doing that because you will be shitting yourself on Halloween.
We need to get an active playthrough like that one.
Yeah,
Because some playthroughs can be really just not a whole lot
like
going
that first
on.
playthrough I did, it was so fucking boring. Like it was like nothing was going on.
You're
And
still a little tense, but I mean, like
You're
it's a lot
tense because
better
you
when
know what
stuff's
can
happening.
Okay.
happen.
I think the funniest part was that Sav started playing the game first, and then she just got this real bad feeling that she wasn't gonna like it.
She could have played that part. Think
Yeah.
about that. That'd
Yeah.
be hilarious.
Yeah, she would have freaked the fuck out. She probably would have fell back on the backwards of the chair.
There's a chance that Sav could have cried after that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
as someone who was having his first watch through of the game. That was absolutely terrifying.
I never did ask you. What did you think?
Well, I will say that I don't like horror stuff. It intrigues me, and I knew I was going to pretty much enjoy the experience of watching it. I will say it did make me paranoid because of stuff that's happened at my house in the past.
Mhm.
So
right. And the funny thing is that literally Sav's house is like just one long ass hallway.
Mm. That's the thing I like about Mortuary Assistant, though, is like usually when I think of horror games, I think of like blood and gore. There's not a I mean, there's a little bit of like the body work gore stuff, but it's not like extremely bloody, gory scares.
It's more of like the hey, you're not supposed to be doing this right now.
like
kinda
there's like
scary.
subtle stuff.
Yeah.
They don't
Like, which
rely
I
that
think is
heavy on jump
worse.
scares either.
Yeah. And the jump stairs when they are there, there's no sound that jumps out or any of that.
No.
It's just once you notice it, it makes you jump.
It was like whenever I got dragged back into the room.
That one
That-
gets me every time.
Yeah, because like the game just pauses and you're just in a black room and you can't turn the lights on. And then the next thing you know, the lights are on and like you're on your back and you're just getting dragged back towards the room that you're
There's a couple
embalming everybody in.
scares that I don't know if you've seen, Aaron. I know Brennan hasn't. There's a couple scares that Alex has yet to see, but I told him about the other day. They're just simple things that I've seen some people have them happen to them like 5 times in a playthrough, and I've never seen them in any of our playthroughs.
Well, we've played through like what 4 times?
Yeah.
We haven't played through that many times
But I've
either.
seen some people have it happen to them a lot, and it like could happen at any moment, and like it would really catch me off guard if it happened, and I still have yet to have it happen to me.
But don't tell us.
I'm not
just in
going
case
to
it would happen.
spill the beans to you.
I hope to God it happens to us on Halloween.
I'll point it out whenever if it like I'll be like, hey, that's the moment I was talking about.
So now we can talk about that later. Never mind.
I love that game so much though.
I haven't watched it since we played it,
Neither have I.
but like I think it's just because I enjoy playing it more now. Now that we have access to actually be able to play it, because none of us has a computer like Alex.
I'm fearing getting to the point where I've seen either all or most of the scares, because then like that's half the fun of it is just like I've never seen that. That scared the shit out of me, like because you start to expect it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about this game is it's got so many individual randomized scares that even if you've watched it 15 times like I have, there's still something new.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, too, the game just did get updated,
Ooh.
Oh,
and I read the update notes. He did add some more scares this time around.
Ooh, I'm
The way it
extra
sounded, he didn't like fly out say it, but it sounded like he added more scares. And he wants to add more stuff by Halloween, if not shortly after Halloween.
Oh yes, that'd be perfect for us.
Yes.
no.
So,
Gosh. Oh
There's
my
one
gosh.
scare I keep talking about where I wish would happen, but it could be in the game for all I know because I haven't seen all the scares, obviously.
Well, he also wants to add more story.
Ooh. But there's a
Definitely room
point
for more
when
story.
you're working, like there's a couple points where you're working on the body and the head area. And you can see this area of the floor past the bed. And I just think it would be
Ugh.
neat if either like a
Yep.
hand or something, like a head or something just peeked out above the table
I
and
want
kind
to
of.
say the white guy.
Yeah, the white guy just pokes his head out and just stares at you.
Does that happen?
I want to say I seen it once.
Because he's my favorite.
And you know what the funny thing was? I can't remember who I was watching play, but like it was their little first go after the tutorial. That was the first scare they got.
Oh, man.
I want
Oh,
to say he was
no.
like observing his feet, and like just like the corner, you could just see like half his face, just looking at you dead in the
There's a
eyes.
scare I cannot wait for Alex and Brennan to experience. Me and Aaron have both seen it. Like when I first started watching the game, it was like every single playthrough I seen this scare. Now I don't see it anymore, but it's a story event. So as soon as the story event happens, I know when it's coming. I'm not going to tell you either. I want this scare to be original because I love it. It's
Oh,
my favorite scare in the entire game at the moment.
you guys want to spoil a bit of the game or no?
I mean,
Nah.
depends on what you're going to talk about, but
The thing you made fun of me over the weekend,
made fun of you for.
the case.
Oh. So we can probably bring that up, I would say.
All right, go
Oh.
ahead and mention it. I don't know what you're talking
So
about.
the main in one of the story events, there's a case where there's heroin inside of it, and on it is a unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, the main character is a heroin addict, or she was in the past.
Yeah, she's like at least 5 years clean.
Or something like that. And I brought along a mini tin from Pokemon, that one that you bought me, has
Mhm.
Rapidash in her fairy form on it, and it's a unicorn.
Yeah.
And
You remember what the heroin kit looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
It
yeah,
looks exactly like it. He
Yep.
brought that with him to the raffle to put tickets in,
yeah.
and he pulls it out, and we're just like, that literally looks exactly like the heroin kit from that game.
He kept bringing it up every single time I brought it out. It's like the perfect size though too, because like after they tear off the ends of the tickets, they fit in there perfectly. Like they don't like
I thought he was
shuffle.
gonna
and
say the perfect size
Oh,
for heroin.
so you only brought it so like they want to get bent and so you
So-
could
yeah.
make it easier. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't, when I go to raffles, I make sure I got plenty of pockets. Let's put it that way. Hard to keep stuff organized if not.
Yeah, those tickets get their own bucket.
Yeah, that's why I brought it. So that way, because I don't have many pockets in my jeans
Mm-hmm.
to keep stuff like uncrinkled.
I can see Brennan going out and buying a specific pair of cargo shorts that has like 50 different pockets all over.
I want to get some cargo pants. I do want to get some cargo
They're
pants.
nice.
I think I'm going to switch from jeans to cargo pants. That's my main pair of pants because I can't find any real jeans anymore.
I like cargo shorts a lot.
I don't like shorts, period. So
Yeah, you get a problem with that.
I do.
I'm a
Why
big
my
short
legs
The
are
only
white
guy
as
in
a
here
ghost.
not wearing shorts right now.
Blind a motherfucker.
I mean, that'd be my stomach too if I lifted up my shirt.
I think that's all of our stomachs, though.
Yeah, I don't go like swimming or anything enough to get a tan.
Normally, I work with my shirt off in the summer when it's hot enough, and like my whole upper torso would just tan naturally, like it'll blend in together. But right now, I just have a really bad farmer's tan on my shoulder.
Yeah.
This is kind of random. You just mentioning, shirts off. I don't know why.
Brady gets turned on when
No,
he's
no.
with guys.
I
with shirts
don't know
off.
why, but people who go to scrap yards thinks that it's just naturally okay to show up without your shirt on. I don't
They'll show
understand
up
that.
in like cut off jeans that are like almost Daisy Dukes, not quite that short, barefoot, no shirt on.
Like we're in an area where you should pretty much like probably almost be wearing safety glasses.
Yeah.
And you're fucking shirtless. And then they're always sweaty old dudes every time.
Hey, they can strut it. They know what looks good.
There's a
Brandon, are
reason
you
the
attracted to
local
old sweaty
steel
dudes?
yard.
Hey, don't discriminate.
There's a reason the local steel yard put up a sign now that is very, very prominent that says like you cannot come into the office if you're not wearing a shirt. We've had it happen several times. People show up and it's like, why would you show up to somewhere where there's like sharp metal and we're in a scrapyard?
We
Start the
literally,
glass
like,
around.
shirtless.
Yeah.
We crush glass with a spinning blade, and you showed up shirtless.
I won't even wear shorts to work because I'm afraid of scratching myself. I realize they're customers, but still, who goes to anywhere in public as an old sweaty man shirtless? You wouldn't go into the gas station shirtless, so
You
don't go
you
to
know
the
something,
scrapyard
motherfucker?
shirtless.
Give me 40 years. That's me.
Wow. I will admit they're like sweaty old men. They usually have a beer gut, or there's always the young dude with super baggy jeans that looks like he's tried heroin and
Damn it.
he's trying to get his fix off of the money of these stolen coppers getting rid of.
It just reminds me. You talk about those old sweaty men. That just reminds me. That man with a terrible stink.
Every time.
God damn it.
Cotton Hill. One of the best King of the Hill episodes right there.
There was a couple of sweaty old dudes that were shirtless at the raffle. Stop that. At the raffle.
Yes,
the
you
other
do.
day. Twice.
Yeah. I think we need to come up with a punishment for that. You guys don't ask for permission in order
Brennan
to
would
give
understand
detail.
this, but admonished. Admonished.
Love that.
Ow.
A bottled beer. It's a
Yeah.
move up. I think
Well,
you should try
I've only-
Budweiser out of a bottle instead, Bray. It's a whole different experience.
Oh,
We
yeah,
were
it
talking
is.
about this on Saturday because I asked somebody if,
You asked me if it gets rid of the aluminum flavor when I dump the can in the cup.
oh yeah, you're like, go ahead and try it. And I was like, I can never notice the aluminum flavor in anything except for the stuff I drink often.
I'm not sure why it is.
I will say, I think I prefer Miller Lite in a can than a bottle.
Probably tastes better.
I think so.
Budweiser tastes better out of a bottle.
I
This
agree
is
with
actually a
that.
good beer. I need to get some coasters for in here.
There you go.
We should get custom coasters just for in here. Four-line Hooligans coasters.
Have it like
There's
Uh,
little Debbie wrappers.
no.
Why
Like
don't we just squash that turtle brownie?
no,
and
the lettering is the color that we chose for our
Oh.
our picture.
Our picture.
I don't know where they're at, but I made coasters in ceramics class that are
What the
absolutely
fuck haven't you made, for Christ's sake?
absolutely terrible. I will admit
hasn't
they're
made a
shaped like
dildo yet.
card,
That you know of.
like the suits of
That's
the
true.
cards.
Probably hasn't been that horny yet either.
I don't know.
Did you make
He's a
an
single guy.
iron dildo?
Well, you don't really make stuff out of iron and ceramics, but
A hard diamond tip.
Yes, but
that's
you are
coated
into
in
welding.
Sandpaper.
I did joke about making. I do have a lot of ball bearings. I did joke about making a steel penis. Actually, I bring this up. Me and DW, our biggest fan, we were talking about. He was trying to convince me to make a steel penis, like welding it together, and we were talking about people who have truck nuts. They're like literal
yeah.
like nuts,
Oh yeah.
and he was like, "You
I like
can
truck
make them
nuts.
and then call them a car cock."
Put it on the front like a hood ornament, or like those longhorns on
No,
the
you
front
shove
of
it
the
in
car.
the exhaust.
Oh no!
But yeah, DW wants me to make car cocks now.
That would not be bad. That'd be pretty
Brady's
hilarious.
car cocks.
Car cocks.
Cock commander.
Cock commander.
I didn't even think about that.
If you
car
made one
cock
for
commander?
me, I would have to have it emblazoned cock commander.
I do have
Throw some flames on there.
I have little stamps that I could
He's
stamp in
pissing fire.
cock commander.
Because he's got an STD.
Jeez. I'd be lying if I
my
said I
God.
didn't have the materials at home
That'd
right
be a really-
now
that'd be
to
a really
make
good-
a metal penis.
That'd be a really good gag gift.
Just a metal penis.
Just a big metal penis. Like you can't use it because it's metal, but like it's supposed to be like decoration, and you know as hell they ain't gonna use that for
know, it's-
decoration.
I should like leave the welding spatter on it so it looks like it's got like a disease, like it's got bumps all over it.
Hey, what
Oh,
kind
go
of
to, like,
coasters do you
a-
guys want?
What's that?
Ceramic?
Kind of what?
Well, I don't
We're on the
care.
topic of dildos. Are you talking
on.
about buying a dildo?
No, I'm talking about buying some custom coasters.
Okay.
Did I go to a Halloween store and like buy a wig to get some pubes on there? Make it all realistic.
Hey, it's getting close to that time.
I tell you,
You know what you need to do is I'll let you finish. Go ahead and finish yours.
the
real
past
quick.
couple of years for our friend gift exchange, I've gotten our one friend both years in a row. I've debated getting him like a strap on or a dildo
Oh jeez.
both years.
You know what I was thinking about? Okay, so I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about doing like a nude calendar. And like each month would just be
Oh.
different pictures of them nude. But I had the idea because I got the same person 2 years in a row as well. And I was thinking if I get them a third year, I'm going to get them a custom calendar, but it's going to be my dog shitting. Different month is a different
Oh,
Oh jeez.
picture. That'd be a pretty good gag gift.
I think I know exactly who you got both years too,
Yeah,
and I think he would actually appreciate that.
I think he'd find it funny. He'd be like,
He
what
would.
the fuck?
He would.
Like,
So-
you got to hang that up, dude.
Well,
You
he would.
mentioning putting pubes on the car cock reminds me that so if you use a MIG welder, wire welder, sometimes whenever the wire gets stuck to it, it leaves like a little bit of wire sticking out. So you could just take there's ways of getting them stuck. You could just take the wire and get a bunch of them stuck to the balls and make it look like literal metal pubes.
Okay, but I expect this to be like an 80s porno dick where it's like
A jungle.
a jungle down there. Like never touched a scissor in its life. That's what I expect from this.
At that point, if you put like full metal pubes on there, it'd be like a hazard to even touch the thing because it'd be sharp.
Don't
Full
touch it,
metal
it'll hurt you.
pubes.
It'd be even funnier is make this car cock, whatever, just this metal penis, leave it sit somewhere, and then like put a battery attached to it so it's electrified. Because people are gonna show up and be like, "What the fuck is this?" And they're gonna touch it. It fucking shocks them.
That'd be fucking great too.
It would be amazing.
Hook up a car battery to that sumbitch.
Honestly,
God damn
Brady, that's what I want the cornhole trophy to be. Just a big metal
Just
dick.
change of plans. We want metal penis.
I
Just a
don't
big
think your
metal
mom would be
dick.
very appreciative of that.
I
What?
think she'd think it's funny.
Now I really hope my mom doesn't listen to this.
To be honest, my dad would be completely down with helping me make this probably. Like he'd be just like, "Yeah, you need me to hold a couple things for you."
Yeah, that's
Oh, I'm sure he would hold some things.
I feel like the minute after my mom would hear this, she'd be like, "When was the last time you went to church? You need to fucking go right now."
Yeah, I think my
I go
mom
to
would say
church
the
every
same.
week. I don't think it's a problem.
Well, your holiness has rubbed off onto me, so I'm good.
There we go.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, I went the
I can't do
second.
that.
We've got secondhand church from Brennan.
Secondhand
Us
church.
three all do.
Don't worry, Mom. I got secondhand church.
You have like holy water in your veins because you just absorbed it from me.
You just breathe it out and we breathe it in.
So the whole holy water thing reminds me. It's an odd thing to mention, but so when I pray every night before I go to bed. I used to use holy water, but my holy water has ran out, and I don't know why, but still to this day, just to get the essence of the holy water, I still dip my finger in the container just
Mhm.
this empty plastic container,
Mm.
and still then make the sign of the cross. I don't know why I've still done that.
Oh, I have a little bottle if it's like an emergency or something.
I lost mine.
Like it's been empty of holy water this entire time. I don't know why I still.
I think my mom still has mine.
I should
Maybe
get
I
it
should
refilled
bring
or
it
something.
here.
Yeah.
I need some of that.
Yeah.
You guys used to bless your house a lot, didn't you?
Yeah. I haven't done that in a while, but I did whenever there would be like activity. Big no if you're blessing your house, by the way. Do not put it on doors. Like make the sign of the cross on doors or like on door frames. Because you know, if
Then
you
they're
believe
trapped.
that it's actually working, that keeps the ghost inside. Like it can't go past that. So if it's an evil spirit that you're dealing with it can't go past that. So it would
So
stay
you're
inside.
trapping it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Basically, you just go around every room and you make the sign of the
So what you're
cross.
saying is you have to coax him into the room you use the least.
You gotta bait him in there.
No,
That room, we'll never use that room again. This will be the demon room. We'll just get him stuck in there.
Stash him down there.
no, don't do that. I would not
Yeah,
recommend
that wouldn't be bad. I mean, like I haven't had activity in like 4 months, so
I got a question. How did you figure that out? Like, is that just something you read?
Was that something you learned from experience?
Well, I do know that like it's pretty common in our area for like priests to come around and bless like new couples moving into houses.
Mhm.
Like come in and bless houses. But like generally that's done with holy water or candles. Now I used holy water and I had to look it up to basically just walk around the house. I always blessed like stairwells and hallways as well, closets. But yeah, you just make the sign of the cross. You say a little thing, and go about the whole house.
Do you get one of them fancy like things they use for funerals that looks the holy water?
No,
you do realize they use that for more than just funerals,
That's
right?
just the instance I think of it being used usually.
That's the most common time.
and now at our parish, they went back to the old way. They have like brush, like a bunch of bristles. They take it and they just
Really
old fashioned way of doing it.
neat.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it's like helpful if you want to
Get rid of
go
your
about the house
demons.
and do something like that.
I remember when I
Yeah.
learned that you guys actually like blessed your house. I was like, wow. I didn't realize
Yeah,
it was...
if activity was really high, I would just go about and do it.
It's just more of a precautionary thing, I feel like, more than anything.
Yeah,
You guys haven't had activity in a while though, have you?
No, that's the thing. I haven't had any sort of activity in like quite a few years. Which that's something you might not even know this, but like we used to have a lot of activity.
I think we
like,
talked about
ghosts.
it. Like me
I-
and your
I know,
guys
but
talked
some
about
of
a
us that
little
are new, like
Oh, yeah,
listeners,
true.
might not know. But we used to have a lot of activity. And my kind of theory is that once my sister and I got older, um, spirits kind of stopped. So I kind of think some of them were younger. 'Cause we have a cemetery just not too far away from our house. It's our parish's cemetery. And well, when I was younger, I don't remember exactly, but my cousin who babysat me and my mom both remember it. I was telling stories that I was playing with someone. I don't remember the name, but I told them that I was playing with someone, and then my sister had a little blonde girl in her room, was playing with her toys. So
And then didn't your mom also say like there
Voice in
was
the basement would go
there-
off and
yeah.
stuff.
yeah, that was a whole nother one.
I love that story because it still gives me chills. Like,
'Cause, I'm not gonna get into that whole story. I really need to ask her again how that whole thing went because I'm not exactly sure about all the details. But basically, she went to bed one night and she heard down in the basement one of our toys going off. It's like, oh great. And she always hated that toy. 'Cause you know how little kids' toys, they talk in like weird voices, it's just like,
Yeah.
oh great.
it's like some annoying high pitch.
This time of night, I gotta go down there and do that. And batteries were going dead generally. So, um, she just took the batteries out, called it good. But then she went back upstairs, and another toy went off. But this was one that was one of those where you had to like move it to make a sound,
noise.
and it's the one that made the sound. So
Yeah, your mom said fuck that.
I don't blame
yeah,
her.
I mean, and that was the only one that like you would move it and then it would make a sound, but then stop. So she didn't have to go down and move it or anything. It was just, ooh, yeah, I'm
I
not gonna go down there and fix
remember
that one.
it's gotta suck for your mom back when she used to do like cakes until late into the night because she's literally just the last one up alone by herself in your house
Oh
doing
yeah,
stuff. She's tired. Like I feel like that's a terrible time to be in your house, I guess.
But she had to be up to finish the cakes.
Yeah.
yeah. She used to have things happen. Like I know, she remembers that one time she was doing something at the counter in the kitchen, cake wise, and Dad had just like gone to bed. And sometimes he gets up like right after he goes to bed because he forgets something. Whenever he comes back out, and she was at the counter and just looking down at something, whatever, and she saw something come out of the hallway. You guys know how the kitchen's set up.
Yeah.
Something came out of the hallway and was standing there. She looked up to say, "What do you want?" And then there was nothing there. She thought it was Dad.
It was
There's
just
no
the
one
corner
there.
of her eye that she saw that.
Oh, she saw it there. Yeah. And then obviously, I talked about the man that's in the garage.
That guy's
I
chill.
still have yet to witness any of that. The other day when I was at your house,
Oh yeah.
I think it was your mom walked through
It was
oh yeah,
Oh, now
I'll
you
bleep
gotta
it.
bleep
Don't
her.
worry.
but she walked
I
through the
told Brady.
garage, and I only seen it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, is this the moment I finally see it? Because I know I've seen something, and I don't know if anybody noticed me do it, but I stood there and I stared at the garage door, waiting to see someone walk out because I wanted to see someone walk out so bad, because I know I seen something, and if nobody had walked out in like the next like minute, I was gonna get up and go look in the garage because I was hoping somebody was doing something in the garage. I was so glad your sister walked out.
Yeah, there used to be. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's been a running thing, and I'm not the only one that's seen it. And Mom and Dad have seen it too. Like the man in the garage, like he walks across our garage, going north to south, and the funny thing is, our neighbor next door sees it too.
Yeah, you guys got
He
that
walks the exact same way.
big glass window.
Yeah.
Going from your kitchen to your garage, you can just see it.
I will say, when I was younger, I was always freaked out with your basement.
I don't know if
I
their
don't know
basement really
why.
bugged me.
No, like I know for sure it wasn't all the taxidermy animals down there.
Mhm.
That didn't bother me. There was just like a weird feeling that I always
Really?
had, and it only happened at night. It was just
Hmm.
weird.
I do remember being afraid to stick my hand in your dad's bear's mouth. I remember just thinking it was just gonna chomp down.
For sure, we all had that thought.
I do know Brady, your mom, and she was always scared of our house. Like hallway,
Mm-hmm.
going back to Mom and Dad's bedroom, she always said it was like portal.
It's also really dark. Like it's
Yeah,
just
It gets really dark.
the weird lighting and everything.
I think it'd be better if your parents' room, that door was shut, because like that room itself is dark.
It is.
Yeah, because it's the dark hallway leading back to even darker rooms.
Yeah.
Not fun.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I've ever been like when I was younger, I was never afraid to sleep at your house.
This thing, I don't really worry about it anymore. Like I said, I get paranoid from like guys playing games like that, but like I haven't had any sort of experience in years, so I don't really have any.
Have
sort
you
of
ever
feelings
had
about it.
anything when you were like sleeping or trying to sleep?
There is this recurring thing that I used to have happen, where like I would hear music. Um, it's happened a couple of times in my life. Like I wake up at night. I remember the first time it happened, I was like 4. That's when my sister and I shared a room. But I don't know why. But I woke up all the night and I swore I heard like rock music. I can't describe the tune, but it's like rock music.
Kidding me.
And I thought that
I've had the same thing.
Because I thought Dad's listened to it,
Glad
you know,
someone's listening to it somewhere or something like that.
and I was gonna.
Like, you can never place your finger on what song it is ever, and you can remember it, though, and it happens all the time.
Well, it doesn't happen
All the time, but
It
it's,
only
like,
happens
frequent enough that it's
every few times. But
it's weird.
I've had it happen enough that, and it's always the same song, and I know
Yeah.
exactly what's happening whenever I hear it. But, like, I remember when I was young and I had it happen the first time, I was gonna get up and tell Dad to like turn his music off, but I don't know, it's always the same song, and it was odd because then I told Mom about it a couple years ago after it happened again. She has a recurring thing, like it hasn't happened in a while, um, but I think the last time it happened was when she still lived with Grandma and Grandpa. But there were times like she woke up in the middle of the night, she was awake. There were like two people standing in front of her bed arguing with each other.
Ah.
The same people. It happened a couple times. And I don't know. I mean, the music thing, I don't know
The
what to
fact
think
that
about
it's
that.
always the same
like,
song.
the same song thing, that is just
That's
that has been
weird.
happening throughout my life.
And like, I know
I
that
just
I'm
honestly
awake.
Yeah, I know I'm awake, but I've always, I guess, I've convinced myself that it's just my ears doing weird things because I just woke up.
That's the thing. I don't wake up and think I hear music like every
As
time
I
I wake
wake
up
up
in the middle of
because
the
I
night.
think I hear music, right?
Oh no. Um, I'm a restless sleeper. I wake up a
So am
lot,
I.
and
Yeah.
you know, it'll be like in the morning, whatever. I wake up and I sit there, and then I just like roll over. But, like I sit there whenever this happens, and then I hear music. Like I know I hear it. It's like faint. It's like it's sort of like in another room.
In
I
another
hear it
room,
clearly.
quietly being played or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of muffled. I don't know what to think of that though.
I remember my aunt, she bought a house when she got married. The lady who used to live there passed away in the house, of course.
I think I remember that house.
And well, they still live in that house now. That's their most
Oh,
recent house. I
okay.
guess it wasn't right after they got married, but it was whenever she was pregnant for the first time, I believe. It was really weird. She doesn't know if she was awake and she was seeing this or if she was dreaming this. But she either dreamed or was actually witnessing. She like sat up in bed because she could see something in the corner of the room. And I guess the lady that used to live there like was just standing in the corner of the room just holding a child. And she was pregnant at the time. And like that, like it wasn't she didn't seem like it was a
Threatening thing.
threatening thing. It didn't seem like a threatening thing. It seemed like a good thing. It didn't seem like a bad thing to her.
Like a warming feeling.
Yes.
So, I guess that's a misconception with like paranormal stuff too, is that everyone thinks it's always bad.
It still freaks me out no matter what.
It freaks you out no matter what, but it's
But
not
all
always
the
a bad thing.
messages are bad.
No, because like I used to listen to a podcast, and that's why we drink at work. Because at my old job, I'd put in earbuds in, and I would just listen to it all day because I needed something to distract my mind from everybody else around making noise.
That's exactly how I am with my coworker at the moment.
I'm honestly debating on bringing my earbuds into where we work now and just keep them in my car. And anytime I do something by myself, that I just go and grab them, or getting AirPods to put in my pocket or something similar.
Mhm.
And one of the stories was about a haunted hotel, and apparently one of the workers, I think it was the 1800s or the 1950s, used to work there. And he would tell all of his coworkers, "I love working here. When I die, I'm going to haunt this place, and I'm going to continue to work here." And there's actually multiple upon multiple stories of him guiding people to the right room, helping with their luggage, and all this sort of stuff. And whenever they turn around to like tip him, like
He's gone.
he's gone,
Mm.
or he'll
I'm
take the
hearing
money,
about this.
or he's either gone, or he takes the money, and they later find the money later on like the dresser or something like that.
That's so weird.
Oh shit.
Like, that's not a bad thing.
No. But
Oh,
it's
man,
just
Brennan
like the
just
fact
thought
that
of a
it keeps
good one.
reoccurring is
Yeah.
just weird.
I forgot. I had something happen just the other week.
Ooh.
Oh man, here we go.
So I was down in the basement recording the podcast, and I get up, like I release on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I just get up at 5:30. Then I go back down to the basement and record from there. So there's nothing all down there. I turn off the dehumidifier because otherwise I get back feed on this. And there's this picture. It's when we did an art class, like the one with the Joker, like the pastels. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember we got such a layer put in. Things got moved around down there, and it was just kind of sitting on the top of the bear rug, which is on the back of a piece of an old sectional we had downstairs. And that thing sat there for weeks. Like, after I had set up my whole setup, I put it on there because it was on the table that I use now. So I put it up there, and I'm in the middle of recording, and this thing was more leaning kind of towards like the seat part. Then all of a sudden, I'm recording, I'm getting into it, and then I hear a noise. Like, oh shit, what was that? And like, I'm still talking, I'm kind of looking around, I don't see anything. Then I end up looking, and this picture, which had been sitting on the bear and leaning more towards, um, where were you sit at, had fallen off the back of the couch.
Off the back.
Yeah,
So
the back
we
of
went
it.
the other
So
direction.
it had to go
Yeah.
completely over top
It-
the couch.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have faulted it if it had like slid down where it was leaning towards, but no, it just fell off the back of the couch where its momentum should not have been going.
Oh, what the hell?
But I didn't really get scared at that time. Like, it startled me to begin with because I was
Yeah, you're
looking
like,
for
I have a job to do right now.
Can we hear it in the
motherfucker."
podcast?
No, no, because I would have noticed it.
Okay.
I never noticed anything.
So you won't notice me change any at all. I think it was talking about Virginia Tech at the time, and I don't think I changed it all. But like,
Fucking Virginia Tech.
well, I was though, like, cause I remember it was like right at the end of one segment. But I don't think it was anything to worry about. I wasn't scared. I'm pretty sure it was Grandpa. He was tuning into like he sat down to listen to me, and like
Mhm.
when he sat down, he backed up and
Knocked
knocked
it
it off the
over.
back. And that's what I think. It's like right in that instance, I felt comforted. I wasn't scared or anything, and came to mind at the time. Generally, when something like that happens,
Normally, I feel like whenever stuff like that happens, you just have like this instinct that you just know if it's a good or bad.
Yeah.
like I said, it startled me to begin with, but then I had a feeling of comfort, and he came to mind, so I'm pretty sure it was him. So
Yeah, for all you guys that don't believe in paranormal activity, I'm telling you, it's real.
the truth is out there.
Yeah, it is. You'll have one experience and you'll regret every time that you've ever said that doesn't exist.
I've never had anything major really happen specifically to me.
Well, I wouldn't say I had anything major. I mean, like, this biggest thing that's ever happened to me is when I'm sitting in my computer room just literally hanging out with my friends. I don't even realize it happens, but like I'll have like the hall light on and my kitchen light on, and I'll walk out and they'll be off. And it's not like, I think I've told you guys about this before. It's not like the switch is in the same thing and just sorted out or anything. Like it's literally flipped the opposite
Yeah.
direction.
Switches moved.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
only one that I remember having really is like when I was younger, I used to sleep on the couch in the living room because I was afraid to sleep in my own bedroom. It was weird, but I remember like several times where stuff that should not have fallen off the table, like it's probably 3 or 4 times, stuff that has not fallen off the table just falls off. And it makes a bunch of noise, of course, because it's, everybody's completely quiet. We're sleeping.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, just a bunch of noise happens, and you go out there, and there's just one item laying on the floor. But then the only other time I remember this one, like, stuff could fall. It could have been half sitting on something. But the one that, like, I think is most notable, there's a very distinct sound that happens when our silverware drawer opens or closes.
I
So
remember
all the
you talking
silverware
about this.
slides to one end. And I swore I heard that silverware drawer open or close. Like, I just remember hearing that noise. And it's not like a quick noise, or like something could have made that similar noise and it would have sounded like it, but it's like a, you hear the kind of the
drawer move
the
and
drawer
then
rollers, and then whenever it stops, you hear
Yeah,
the
that's
silverware
very
slide.
distinct. Ugh.
I remember hearing that, and then like just laying there and hearing nothing else because I was like, maybe somebody was out there.
And then you want to hear footsteps or
But like,
anybody.
I'm sleeping in the living room. Anybody who has to go out there has to walk through the living room. I would have noticed that because I wasn't quite asleep even at the time. So I was like fully awake this entire time.
Yep.
Well, I hate to just end it abruptly on that note, but I think we're running
Yeah.
pretty long on this one since we started earlier.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I actually want to plug the socials again before we go.
Yeah, and I want to make a quick announcement too.
Okay.
So, for those of you who have listened to previous ones, if you've just like listened to them in order, at the end of the podcast now, we are no longer rolling dice. We are going to do that like before just to figure out who's doing it. Or I guess now we're going to go in rotation.
Yeah.
So, there's no
Alex
more dice
rolled
rolling.
The highest number he went this time, so now we're just going to go in a continual loop.
Yep.
So Bray's going to go next, and then so on.
Yep. So, you can find us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram as BL Hooligans, on Spotify and YouTube as Borderline Hooligans. You can listen to us for free on both of those platforms. I would suggest Spotify just because YouTube, there's nothing more. It is literally just a little bit more of a...
And if you're wondering why we're not on Apple Music, because fuck Apple Music.
They want us to basically buy stuff in order to... They want me to put in a credit card and make a purchase.
They can suck my cock, Commander.
Before we can post our fucking
They can suck
podcast.
my cock, Commander.
Who actually listens to Apple Music over
Mac
Spotify
users.
anymore?
Mac users.
Who uses a Mac?
People that think they're better than us.
Yeah.
There you go. Screw those guys.
No, Spotify is
gals.
a good platform. But at that note,
Bye.
bless your house, people.
Clean your cock, Commander.